Welcome to Combat Recapped. Aljamain Antoine Sterling was born July 31, 1989, and is a mixed martial artist from the United States. Sterling was born to Jamaican parents Cleveland and Sophie Sterling in Uniondale, New York. Sterling began wrestling at Uniondale High School in 2004 to get away from the gang culture that had engulfed some of his brothers. Because he couldn't catch up on his grades in time to make Division I, Sterling enrolled at Morrisville State College to continue wrestling. Sterling grew interested in MMA after meeting John Jones and working on the Morrisville wrestling team. Sterling switched to Cortland after his freshman year and went on to become a two-time NCAA Division III All-American with an 87-27 record. Sterling earned a bachelor's degree in physical education from Cortland. Because of his distinct wrestling style, he was dubbed the Funk Master. Jones persuaded Sterling to train in mixed martial arts at the Bomb Squad in Ithaca, New York, when he was at Cortland. Sterling departed the Bomb Squad and began training with Sarah Longo Fight Team a few fights into his professional career. Sterling's first amateur fight was won by submission in 2009. Sterling had a 6-1 amateur record before turning pro, with the lone loss coming by split decision, which he would later avenge. Along the way, Sterling captured the Extreme FC Amateur Featherweight Championship and the Raging Wolf Amateur Bantamweight Championship. After going 2-0 in his pro career, Sterling was given a crack at the Ring of Combat Bantamweight Championship. In 2011, he would go on to win the title by a split decision over Claudio Ledesma. Even though he would later join Cage Fury Fighting Championships, this would be his final match under the Ring of Combat banner. Sterling made his Cage Fury Fighting Championship debut against Evan Chmielewski in a featherweight contest. With only 2 seconds left in the first round, he TKO'd his opponent. With this win, he earned a shot at the CFFC Bantamweight Championship, which was vacant. Sterling won his second professional title by a unanimous decision over Sean Santella. Sterling was offered the opportunity to compete in the UFC after winning all 3 of his title defenses by rear naked choke. Sterling was slated to make his UFC debut against Lucas Martins at UFC 170, standing in for an injured Brian Caraway. Martins unfortunately got injured and was replaced by Cody Gibson, another newcomer to the UFC. Sterling won by unanimous decision. Sterling then fought Hugo Viana in his second UFC fight in 2014 at UFC Fight Night 45. In the third round, Sterling launched a barrage of punches from the mount position, prompting the referee to stop the bout. On October 4, 2014, Sterling was supposed to fight Mitch Gagnon at UFC Fight Night McDonald vs. Safadine. However, Sterling withdrew from the fight and was replaced by Roman Salazar. Sterling was rebooked to fight Frankie Saenz in November 2014 at UFC Fight Night 55 after a quick recovery. However, Saenz was forced to withdraw from the fight, and Michael Imperato, a promotional newbie, was briefly advertised as a replacement. Sterling's agreement was shortly revoked, and he was forced to withdraw completely from the event. On April 18, 2015, Sterling was set to face Manny Gamburian at UFC on Fox 15. Due to injury, Gamburian was forced to withdraw from the bout and was replaced by Takeya Mizugaki. Sterling won the bout in the third round by submission. On December 10, 2015, Sterling fought Johnny Eduardo at UFC Fight Night 80. In the second round, he won the fight through submission. Sterling fought Brian Caraway at UFC Fight Night 88 on May 29, 2016. Sterling began to tire after winning the first round and dropped the next 2 rounds, ultimately losing by split decision. On December 9, 2016, Sterling was scheduled to fight Rafael Asunciao at UFC Fight Night 102. But Sterling had pulled out of the bout in November due to injury. Asunciao was then removed from the card. The bout with Asunciao was postponed and took place in January 2017 at UFC on Fox 23. Sterling was defeated by split decision. Augusto Mendez fought Sterling on April 15, 2017. Sterling won by unanimous decision. Sterling next faced Renan Barão at UFC 214 on July 29, 2017. The bout was originally set for bantamweight. However, the California State Athletic Commission announced on June 28 that Barão would not be permitted to compete at that weight due to his troubles to make the required weight at UFC 177. The fight with Sterling went on as planned at a catch weight of 140 pounds. Sterling was chosen as the winner by a unanimous decision. Sterling was scheduled to fight Rani Yahya at UFC Fight Night 123 on December 9, 2017. Unfortunately, Yahya was forced to withdraw from the event on November 7, 2017 due to injury. He was replaced by Marlon Moraes. Sterling lost by knockout in the first round. Sterling fought Brett Johns at UFC Fight Night 128 on April 21st. He won by unanimous decision. Sterling next fought Cody Stamann at UFC 228 on September 8, 2018. He won the battle by submission in the second round. Sterling battled Jimmy Rivera at UFC on ESPN on February 17, 2019. By a unanimous decision, he was named the winner. Sterling fought Pedro Munoz at UFC 238 on June 8, 2019. By a unanimous decision, he was named the winner. Sterling fought Corey Sandhagen at UFC 250 on June 6, 2020, in a fight that UFC President Dana White stated was a bantamweight championship eliminator. He won the battle through submission in the first round. He won his first Performance of the Night bonus with this triumph. Sterling faced and grappled two-time NCAA Division I Wrestling All-American and sophomore from Penn State, Roman Bravo Young, on December 22, 2020. After years away from the sport, 6 minutes of freestyle wrestling and 3 minutes of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu were the regulations. In the first match, Sterling was defeated by points, but in the second, he tapped out Bravo Young. Sterling was next set to fight Peter Yan for the UFC Bantamweight Championship at UFC 256 on December 12, 2020. Due to unclear reasons, the bout was canceled from the UFC 256 program on November 22 and was rescheduled for March 2021 at UFC 259. After getting Yan disqualified for an intentional illegal knee in the fourth round, Sterling was proclaimed the new UFC Bantamweight Champion. He became the first fighter in UFC history to win a championship by disqualification. Let's take a look at his future at the UFC and MMA now. Aljamain Sterling might step up to featherweight to give his teammate a chance to make history. Sterling has declared that he will not fight Merab Dvalishvili in the future. When challenged about the prospective conflict, Sterling validated this theory by revealing his future plans on Twitter. After Merab's next win, I'll probably have to move up to allow him his chance, which he deserved, to make history for Georgia by winning a world title, Sterling wrote on Twitter. The gang said we'll work it out. Dvalishvili hails from Georgia, a country that has yet to produce a UFC champion. If Sterling's friend wins his next fight, Sterling believes he will step aside and move up a division to allow Dvalishvili his chance to make history. The plan appeared to be working for Dvalishvili, who expressed his gratitude for Sterling in response to his social media post. "This man at Funkmaster MMA is the real deal," says one fan. Dvalishvili took to Twitter to express himself. "Every day he teaches me something new. I'm relieved to be able to call him my brother." Sterling and Dvalishvili do not have any battles scheduled at the moment. In a rematch from their first meeting at UFC 259, which ended in a disqualification, Sterling won a split decision over former champion Petr Yan at UFC 273. In the rematch, Sterling successfully defended his UFC Bantamweight title. Dvalishvili's most recent fight was at UFC 266, when he won by TKO in the second round against former championship challenger Marlon Moraes, finishing off an incredible comeback. Dvalishvili, like Sterling, has a 7-fight winning streak. What do you think of Sterling moving up to featherweight? Do you think he has what it takes to handle the featherweight division? Leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching Combat Recap. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video.